Hi, I'm Raja. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about the Samsung Galaxy S23 series, which was recently unveiled by Samsung. But before I get into that, let me just take a moment to say thanks and big up to those persons who recently subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. Now, let's jump right into the video. The first thing I want to talk about here is the processor. And yes, we would have gotten some leaked information before the unveiling a couple of days ago. And one of the big thing coming out of the Samsung Galaxy S23 models is that all the models will now be having the same processor, which is a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. This is significant because guess what? The speed has a potential of maxing out at 3.36 gigahertz. Now, why is it significant? You might be wondering. It's significant because Apple's Bionic chipset, it maxes out at 3.3 gigahertz. Now, what I'm looking to see is later on this year when Apple releases their iPhone 15. I'm looking to see, how they will respond in terms of the, memory, how they will respond in terms of the processor. So things are, somewhat steaming up a bit, and which is to be expected. I would have expected that Samsung would, be coming with something significant this year. Now, we're going to be seeing three models. We're going to be having the Galaxy S23, S23 Plus, and the S23 Ultra. Of course, for the S23 Ultra, we're going to be having, it's going to be shipped with S Pen, and the units will be 5G compatible. Where the SIM is concerned, there will be a single SIM module, and then you'll have, the dual SIM modules, which will have different combinations. Now, let us turn our attention to the memory, storage, and cameras. The Ultra module is going to be shipped with maximum 12 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte storage. And I mean, this is really expected given that the Ultra also has its main camera being 200 megapixels. I mean, come on. You need to have some serious storage in your in the handset to be able to manage that kind of resolution, and that will trickle down to 8 gigabytes memory and 256 gigabytes storage. So based on your pocket, you will purchase the unit that you will be able to afford. Where the S23 model is concerned, for the S23 and the S23 Plus, both models will ship with the standard 8 gigabytes of RAM, and then you have the variations in storage. You're looking at base being 128 gigabytes, and it maxes out at 512. Now, for another exciting component, the cameras. The unit, all the models on the S23, the front camera, are the basic 12 megapixels. The specs for the back camera for the S23 and the S23 Plus are the same. So both models come with the triple camera setup, and they are, there's a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, there's a 50 megapixel wide lens camera, and also a 10 megapixel telephoto camera. Now to the exciting part. The S23 Ultra is being shipped with 4 cameras. It's a quad camera, and this is a first for Samsung. Now, so it's going to be having a ultra wide camera, which is 12 megapixels, and then you have the wide angle camera, which is a whopping 200 megapixels, and then it's two telephoto cameras, 10 megapixels each. Now, where video recording is concerned, all the modules are able to shoot at up to 8K at 30 frames per second, and this is really impressive. We know that Apple, looking at Apple's iPhone 14, it maxes out at 4K, so it can shoot to a maximum of 4K at 60 frames per second. Here again, I'm looking to see what they're going to be coming out with their iPhone 15 later on this year. And the Galaxy S23 series, you can also shoot in 4K at 30 frames per second, or same 4K at 60 frames per second. Where the battery capacity is concerned, we see where the S23 has a mere 3,900 milliamp battery. The S23 Plus 4,700 milliamp, and the S23 Ultra 5,000 milliamp. No, I definitely feel that Samsung could have done better here for the S23 and the S23 Plus models. In that they could have made the battery, you know, a little bit, at least make the S23 4,700 milliamp. In case you're wondering about pricing for the base model, which is the Samsung Galaxy S23, you're looking at roughly US $800. For the S23 Plus, that will run you about US $1,000. And for the Ultra, the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, that will run you $1,200 US. And that wraps up my review on the Samsung Galaxy S23 series. Now, the thing is, I do appreciate that Samsung chose to make the processor uniformed in all the models. So you have the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset in all the models. It is good. So even if let's just say that you go with the Samsung Galaxy S23, which is a base model, the performance is still going to be good, you know, as compared to the Ultra model. Right, and considering too that it will have, you know, 8 gigabytes of RAM in it, so it's going to be pretty much decent in terms of the speed and the performance. All right. Now, of course, my first preference, you know, of course, would be the Ultra model. You know, that 200 megapixel camera. I mean, it has been on my mind. And of course, it would be good to have 1 terabyte storage in the handset and 12 gigabytes of RAM. I mean, who would not want that? So what do you think? Is there any takeaway from these new models for you? Which one will you be getting? Drop your comments in the comment section. Alright, so I am Roger. Thanks for watching. Please remember, like, share, and subscribe. See you again in the next video. Take care.